Hi, good morning. Good to see you again. And for those of you that are new, welcome, welcome. My name is Michelle Davison. I am not a makeup artist. However, I am a stay-at-home wife, mother of 4, and makeup enthusiast. And today I thought it'd be kind of fun to just play with some of my makeup. I have recently found myself in one of two moods. Either I am trying to play with my brand new makeup to test it out and get to know it a little bit better, or I am working on like games, project panning games specifically to try to meet some goals. But today I figured it'd be fun to just take a step back and play. So what I did is I chose 2 of my palettes, and these are 2 palettes whose color stories I love. One is one of my oldest palettes in my collection, and one is one of my newest palettes in my collection. And what I did is I randomized 6 colors total, so 3 from each palette. And I wrote down the numbers on a piece of paper next to me. I have actually not looked at what colors were chosen today. I just randomized them, and then I figured that we would kind of formulate a plan together. I did this with Tropicolor the other day, and I really liked the way the look turned out. It was different from anything I normally would do, but I thought it was beautiful. I thought it was fun, and it gave new life to a palette I already loved so much. Both of the palettes I chose today are underused palettes in my collection for one reason or another, and I'm very surprised by this because one of them is the only of its kind I own, and the other one is one that I desperately had to have. So much so that I ordered it on launch day, and I never do that. So the fact that they're underused palettes in my collection is very, very strange to me. But without further ado, let's just get in and figure out what kind of color story we're working with. This is also the first time I have brought out 2 palettes to do my makeup. Usually I just bring out one. I'm not organized or creative enough, I feel, to do 2 palettes, and so I want that to change. I want this to be the kind of girly I am nowadays. So, starting with Petalmorphosis. Petalmorphosis is palette 1 for today. This is my new palette. I got this I ordered it on release day, and I think it has less than 10 uses. Still being a brand new palette. So the colors that I generated were 8, 2, and 5. And I counted top left as 1, and then next to it is 2, so on and so forth. So 8, 2, and 5. Okay. Oh, this is kind of boring. Okay, so 8. I don't like the mirror situation going on with Petalmorphosis. It's going to be kind of hard to show you guys the colors, but 8, 2, and 5. So very warm pinky orange were the colors that, which I guess is fine because every time I use this palette, I reach for either that gorgeous purple shimmer or the greens. So I don't know why I'm upset about that. I guess it's because it's so monochromatic. It's so pink. It's so warm. Like, I was hoping to get a little bit of something exciting, but I suppose that's why we have 2 palettes we're working with today. So my second palette is Dirty Martini from Glamlight. It's the only green palette I have. I have like 1 or 2 greens from Tropicolor, but I want to say those are the only greens I have in my collection. And the colors I generated are 2, 9, and 8. So okay, so this is going to make things a little bit more exciting. So 2 is that beautiful, beautiful shimmery blue up there. 2, 4, 6, 8 is that like yellow green shimmer, and then 9 is the green. So I have pinks, green, and a blue. I might have to swatch some of these out because I'm having a hard time just right off the bat thinking of a look. So we're going to swatch. I don't usually swatch. I used to not allow myself to swatch because I thought it was kind of wasteful. And it is to just swatch things out on your hand. But you know what? I'm never going to run out of eyeshadow. It's just not going to happen. So swatching something out so I can get a better idea of what kind of look I want to create, I'm gonna allow myself that. That's okay. That's fine. Okay, and then I have 2, 9, and 8. This is going to be a fun color story to work with, though, I feel. Okay. I am the world's worst swatcher, especially when I'm trying to record it, because I'm like, where do I put my swatches where it's going to make sense, where you can see it, you know? But this is my color story. So it's very interesting. I have my warm pinks and my orange, but I also have my greens and my blue, and I still have no freaking idea I figured the best way to do this is to play heavily on the shimmers. Maybe I'll do like a fun little rainbow doodad. I actually really like the way these shimmers look in this order, like green, blue, orange. I think that's beautiful. So maybe I'll do, I think I know what I'm going to do. I think I know. This might turn out incredibly weird. It's either going to be weird or it's going to be really cool. And yeah, I'm actually planning on going out with this look, so that makes it even more fun. There's a really fun library event today. I guess I could tell you guys about it because this video is not going up today, so I don't usually like to talk about things until after they have happened, in case I am seen in the wild. I don't know, I just feel like, because I have kids, you know, if it was just me, I wouldn't care, but I have my kids. It's like a splash party at the library that we're going to, so I am going to be detected, and these type of events are usually pretty big. There's usually a really, really great turnout. But I went to the library wearing really deep dark makeup the other day, and I actually had a mom ask for my number, so that was kind of fun. I should actually message her because I'm not sure if she's aware of this event, but it'd be fun to see her again. There's not a whole lot going on in my world besides that right now. Things have been pretty smooth sailing, pretty straightforward. So I'm going to keep the chat today to primarily makeup. But I'm actually really excited to see how this plays out because, like I said, these palettes are underused in my collection, and using 2 palettes at once, I mean, I really have not done that. I find that to be a little bit like overwhelming and stressful. The concept of that to be overwhelming and stressful, but I don't even know why. Like Gabriella Francis, she is pretty known for doing that, for drawing from more than one palette, and her looks turn out gorgeous, like 100% of the time. Okay, I'm gonna go in with green olive, which is that green matte, and that's going to be, I think I'm gonna try to smoke it out more than I usually do. I think that's the direction I'm taking this, because I really like, take it all the way out of here. Yeah, I hope this works out because this has the potential to be a really, really fun look. Yeah, Rolling for Looks, the D&D game that Sean and I created, is very, very similar to just doing a random, like, generator. But I just feel like it's so, so fun. Like, it just gives, like, a nerdy twist, you know? It gives a nerdy twist to get to play with my dice. I don't know, so it's similar, but I still like it. I think it's fun. Just trying to bring this all the way out. So not only am I doing different things with color selections and palettes today, but I'm also doing a different technique that I don't usually do. So we're keeping things real interesting today. I feel like I'm getting very close to pans in a lot of these shades, and I genuinely feel like maybe that's why I stopped using the palette, because I'm like, oh man, I like Dirty Martini so much. I don't want it to go away. You know what I mean? Like, they don't sell it anymore. It's just so gorgeous. But I know that's a crazy way to look at it because it's a consumable good. Like, either I'm going to use it and it's going to, oh man, go away that way, or I'm not going to use it and it's going to go away because it's just old, you know. And obviously I would rather get use out of it than not, but it's still hard because it's like, I don't know, it's like I'm choosing to make it go away, if that makes sense. I know it doesn't. It doesn't make sense at all. These palettes are actually really pretty to go with each other. They're good complementary colors. There's the possibility of having a very monochromatic look because there's greens and blues in both. There's oranges in both too. And there's reds, but there's also the possibility of having a really, really fun, unique color story. So maybe Petalmorphosis X Dirty Martini will be a little bit of a series, a little bit of a recurring series. I know, I kind of do what I want, so I have a few series going simultaneously that I may cycle back to. We'll see. I don't know. I like this. I smoked out the green a lot. So now, and honestly, this look I feel like is going to be very simple. But I am really feeling this look. So I actually really think this is the direction I'm going to take this today. Okay, so base is down. Next, I'm going to go in with Vodka-tini. And I'm going to use my finger. Vodka-tini is shade number 8 in the palette. And Grand Olive was 9. And I'm going to take a Vodka-tini on my outer corner here. Yeah. So beautiful. So beautiful. Okay. I never come prepared with makeup wipes when I do these, so I just use my Sigma switch. So if you hear that awful sounding noise, like I listen to these videos back and I'm like, oh, that's an awful sounding noise. It's the switch. Then I'm going to go in with On the Rocks, which was shade 2. It's the blue. And I'm going to put that, well, actually, no. Before I do that, I'm going to go in with, this was shade 5 in Petalmorphosis. It's the orange. I think I'm going to go in with that one in my inner corner. Stunning. Just gonna, yeah. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. You know, Dion actually, Crazy Troll Dion actually inspired this because she does her Plus series. So I want to say it was like Petalmorphosis. I think she did do Petalmorphosis. I think it was like Petalmorphosis plus all the other Natasha Denona palettes, all the other Pat McGrath palettes. And I was like, you know, that is a brilliant idea. Yeah, it was Petalmorphosis because she was like, you know, Petalmorphosis isn't really like my type of color story, but I wanted to play with it. And her looks were, that was the most pigment I picked up out of any of these shades. And I was like, oh man, did I just hit pan on accident? Clearly I've been doing some work on the rocks. This look is turning out so pretty. It's turning out so sparkly and just so fun. Like, this is so fun. I really like this. I'm gonna go back in with my Petalmorphosis shadow and just like, okay, and last, I just have those, I'm gonna do the, make sure my shape isn't lost. think I need just a little bit more on the rocks on this side. Gorgeous. I just have those two matte pinks from Petalmorphosis left to, so I think those are gonna be lower lash line shades. Cleaning off my brush with my Sigma switch. I use the same brush for like all of my eye looks. Like I just do one brush eye looks every day. Sean uses like 5 brushes when he does my eyes, so I just think that's pretty entertaining. Which 2 and 5? No, 2 and 8. Okay, yeah, the ones I thought. So, oh goodness. So I have, I'm gonna do reverse. I'm gonna do cool tone in the inner and warm tone in the outer, because I did like the reverse on the top. That'd be fun. So for the first half of the lower lash, it's gonna be shade 2 in Petalmorphosis. And then take the warmer shade, shade 8, and that's going to be in the outer. I'm going to connect it over here to the top of the green. My little baby, they're playing in our oldest room, which is right next to the room I'm in right now. And he's learned that if he screams, he can get almost everything he wants. And so he is really taking advantage of this newfound power, because this look is beautiful. I am very, very excited about this. I think what made it fun is the fact that I just generated the numbers. I didn't like look at the color stories or anything prior. I think that made it really fun. Like, gives very Gabriella Francis vibes. Gabriella's videos are so fun to watch. Like, she just, if you feel like you're in a creative slump and you need some inspiration, Gabriella is your girl. She just turns all of her color stories into gorgeous, gorgeous looks. Even when she is not satisfied with them herself, like, she'll be talking about, oh man, I'm supposed to go out after this. How am I going to go out like this? I'm like, girl, I'd go out like that. You're beautiful. But, yeah, it's about how we're satisfied with our own makeup, not how other people are satisfied with our makeup. So I get it. I totally get it. I am actually very satisfied with this. So this is a very summer look. Very, very fun. Very bright. I need to do something about my lighting situation, because you guys cannot see anything from way over there. It's not until the very end when I bring you close to my face to show you the makeup. I feel like that's the only time you guys really get to see anything. But definitely doing the videos by my window has been the best thing, because I was doing them at first in my bedroom, and we have really, really old lights that we inherited from the old homeowner, and girl, you can't see anything in those lights. Those lights are worse. So stunning. I did not hit any pans today. I'm actually kind of surprised by that, because I thought for sure. I'm getting real close. Like on the rocks, that one shimmer. Should I show you the spoiler? I think I'm going to show you the spoiler. This primer is in a project. It's in Pinopoly. Granted, once I hit pan, it started, like I hit like a massive pan. So it started getting used. Oh, I just stuck my finger in it. It started getting used up real quick. I think I am done with Mr. Petalmorphosis, though. Ooh, thank you, Mr. Petalmorphosis, for your service, friend. Today, I am going to do something a little different, actually, I think. I think so. I want to do concealer under my eyes, I think. I never, ever do that, but I want to. I'm still stuck in 2016 where we did these triangles under the eyes. I know that's not, like, the thing anymore. I actually don't have a concealer brush anymore, so I'm just gonna use this one. I've been using this as like a contour bronzer blush, but today it is a concealer blush. So this is gonna go, oh, it's like prickly. I feel like that worked pretty well. I feel like I look less tired. I think that worked. And then I'm going to go in with my powder. I am not a powder person. How many times have I said that in my videos? I am not a powder person. But Megan talks so fondly about the Huda Easy Bake Powder. So much that I want to be. I want to get into powder so I can try it and like appreciate it the way she does. The way I'm doing this is probably making people like cringe. Oh man, I didn't even put my sunscreen on. Shoot. Was I supposed to do sunscreen before I did powder and stuff? Am I about to ruin my base before I even started? Ooh, that still tastes like peaches. Man. My makeup bag is so dirty. Sean, this is my sun visor, my sunscreen, so I hope I didn't just ruin everything. Sean bought me some makeup organizing. So that is in the mail. He accidentally told me yesterday, because I was telling him, I signed up for BoxyCharm. You guys are going to see that before this goes up, I'm sure, so maybe not. I signed up for BoxyCharm. So I was like, man, where am I going to put all my BoxyCharm stuff, because there's no way I'm gonna get through it all each month, and my makeup bag is already like bursting at the seams. So like, he's like, don't worry about it, I'm gonna take care of it. I was like, yeah, baby, but like, how are we gonna take care of it? I don't know where to put it. Like, so yesterday, I don't even know how we got. Oh, I ordered the Charlotte Tilbury blush stick. Also, spoiler alert, I found that for a really good deal on Mercari, so that's on its way. And it was the color I wanted and everything. So it was funny because I was watching the video that I filmed about the blush sticks yesterday, and I was watching it so I could do my description box and stuff, because I like to take a break when I film stuff, and then I like to revisit in a couple days just to make sure I'm like, you know, actually listening and making sure it makes kind of sense and I'm not just fatigued, because I literally just recorded the video and now I have to listen to the video again. And so I'm listening to myself talk about it, and I actually passed on the blush sticks when they first came out. I didn't think I was going to, but I did. My Broken Jones Road foundation. So sad. So definitely trying to make sure I get every last drop out of this baby that I can, because it really is like, oh, she's awake. It really is just such a great foundation, and it's broken. I'm going to blend my face, and then I'm going to take a little bit of a break, I think. She's doing, yeah. Okay, I'm going to blend my face. I'm going to take a little bit of a break and rescue her, I think. And I will be right back. Just finishing up the makeup really quickly here. I'm using my Dream face palette. I put on my bronzers, my Say bronzer and my Lancome bronzer. I'm just using the highlight shades in my Dream because I'm still trying to finish NARS orgasm as quickly as possible. Give some benefit. And then I think my lippy of the day is going to be my Say Bamboo 111, just because it's very warm tone. Hi, Mr. Handsome. So this is the look. Isn't that stunning? That is sunscreen. Isn't that? My poor broken Jones Road. It's stunning. It's summer. It's different. Like, would you guys imagine that this is Petalmorphosis X Glam Light? I certainly wouldn't. So, anyway, there were a couple interruptions today, but such is life with 4 little kiddos running around. I had so much fun with this pairing, Petalmorphosis X Dirty Martini. Thank you, Dion, for letting me play along with your little idea. I think it's absolutely brilliant and wonderful. And as always, I really appreciate all of you for spending part of your day here with me. I know that there's a million other things you could be doing, but you decided to spend some of your day playing with makeup with me, and that's just a really good feeling. So, as always, please feel empowered and encouraged to interact down in the doobly-doo and in DMs. I always love talking about makeup, all things makeup, new makeup, old makeup, project panning makeup, all of it. So, with that, I will let you get back to your day, and I really look forward to speaking again soon. Take care. Bye.